Today we're going to talk about differences of opinion in relationships. We don't always see eye to eye, but that can be a major strain on a relationship. So stay tuned and we'll show you how to fix those differences. Hi, this is Peter Kowalke, founder of Kowalke Relationship Coaching. Now today we're going to talk about differences of opinion. Now, everybody has differences of opinion, but in a deep relationship, having differences of opinion on major issues can be a real rift in the relationship. The way to solve differences of opinion, in this case, is to use what I call the putting everything on the table method. Basically, you take everything that you think you understand about a situation, the reason you came to this understanding. You take your data, you take your experiences on it, you take your logic on why the things should be the way they should be, and your partner does the same. And you put all this on the table, basically. And then you sort through it together. Now, one of three things is going to happen when you use something like this process. First, either they're going to move to your way of thinking, or you're going to move to their way of thinking, or more likely, you're going to come to a middle ground, a new understanding as a couple. You're going to move from two, and you're going to come to one in understanding. Now, there's a few keys to making this process work. First is you have to realize that anything you know is not 100% certain. You could be wrong. So you may be 99.9% certain that you're right and they're wrong, but you have to be open-minded enough to the idea that maybe you're not completely correct. Also, you have to be honest with yourself about why you actually think what you think. You have to figure out why you have this opinion, because if you can't put your data and your experiences and your logic on the table, then you're not going to be able to share that with your partner. So you got to understand why you think something. And you got to not pick sides. It can't be you versus them. It has to be just looking for truth, which is what you need to do to come together as one. You need to get beyond the my side and their side. Now, not everything is worth spending the time on to come to the shared understanding. We have so many differences of opinion that you have to give the little things up. But when it comes to something really big, you need to take the time in your relationship to see eye to eye. And so here's what I want you to do after this video. The next time you and your partner have a serious disagreement, I don't want you to try to win the conversation. What I want you to do is look for a common understanding. That means using the put everything on the table method and working with your partner until you see eye to eye. Not your opinion, not their opinion. You're just looking for truth. Of course, every situation is different and every relationship is different. If you need help with this technique or guidance specifically tailored to your relationship, talk with one of our coaches at KowalkeCoaching.com. We'd be glad to help. That's what we're here for. Thanks for joining me. See you next week.